What's happening, dogs? Mr. Allen here doing some dope geometric constructions with my compass and straight edge right now. We are going to add line segments AB and CD. So the first step here, man, is I'm just going to draw myself a long line segment, and then we'll go ahead and plot some points, right? I'm gonna give myself something maybe a little longer than what I expect AB and CD to be together, okay? So I'm just going to go something nice and long like that. Perfect. Okay, so I have a nice long line segment right now. Important thing with constructions is you start by like eyeballing things. Okay, is this a little bit longer than those two together? Sure. And then I'm going to fine tune it with my compass and straight edge. All right. So now it's time for the compass. All right. I'm going to plot a point right here to start. So I'm going to take my compass, loosen this thing up, right? I don't want to break these things, so I got to make sure it's, not fighting it, right? And I'm going to make sure this thing is set to the width. Oh, look at that. That was pretty darn good. A to B, right? And then I'm going to tighten it down. So again, think of this compass as like a measuring tool, right? It's not a ruler necessarily, but I can get the distance between A and B right here, and then anywhere I mark this thing is going to be the same thing as that distance from A to B. So I'm going to plot or pop the pointy end of my compass on that point where I'm starting, and then I'm going to go ahead and just scribe an arc. There we go. So now from here to here is A to B. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to label this A prime and B prime. That's my preferred thing. Not everybody does that, but I'm going to say this is A prime, and this is, go ahead and say B prime, okay? Now, I can go from C to D, all right? So, from C to D, we're going to need to adjust this thing again. So, make it a little bit smaller. Let's see here. I think that looks pretty dang good. Let me see. Tighten it down. Double check it. That's beautiful, okay? So, now I'm going to go from B prime, which is also going to be like my point C there, or my C prime. Scribe another arc. Boom. Now, let's see here. Let me cap this back up. Don't want it to dry out. Probably already said that. That's fine. This point right here. So I'm going to label this actually something totally different now. I'm going to take off this A prime and this B prime. But this point here, all the way to this point right here, that would be AB, segment AB plus segment CD. I'll call it E and F. So EF, let's see here. AB plus CD is equal to EF. And notice how I didn't put the segment marks over it. When we are adding them together, this length plus this length is equal to this length right here. So without the segment mark, it's a length plus a length equals a length. If I put the segment marks, then it would be like adding the segments together. So, I mean, we could probably still do that, but I'm going to keep it like this, okay? There we go. We added two segments together to create a longer segment that is equivalent to the sum of those two lengths. That's awesome, man. See you dogs later.